This is Emma Sterling Hart speaking, and I'll be guiding you through today's main news stories from the United Kingdom. Let's begin with a shocking top story. This is breaking news from across the UK, where meteorologists have declared a major incident as Storm Chandra batters the country, bringing record rainfall, widespread flooding, and severe travel disruption. Severe weather warnings remain in place as rivers reach historic highs. Schools are closed, and emergency services are stretched responding to rescues from stranded vehicles. This comes as parts of England, Wales, Northern Ireland and Scotland reel from the worst of the storm's impact, marking one of the most intense weather events so far this winter. Good evening. Here are the latest developments from politics, economy, society and more. First, politics and government. Prime Minister Keir Starmer has condemned remarks by US President Donald Trump, calling them frankly appalling and deeply insulting to the United Kingdom and its armed forces. The comments regarding NATO and the role of European troops have sparked diplomatic tension, with senior ministers urging unity among allies, and strong language coming from Westminster this week. In domestic politics, the landscape remains volatile as prominent figures defect to Reform UK, the populist party led by Nigel Farage. This includes former Conservative MP Suella Braverman, in a move that could disrupt the traditional party balance in the House of Commons. Analysts say this shift highlights growing frustration among some voters and politicians with the established parties as we approach the next general election cycle. Meanwhile, in local election news, Andy Burnham has strongly denied claims that Labour pre-warned him of attempts to block his candidacy in an upcoming by-election. This exchange underscores internal debates and leadership tensions within major political parties at this pivotal moment. Now, the UK economy. Recent figures show shop price inflation has risen to its highest level in nearly 2 years, driven by increases in food and energy costs. Retailers report sharper price rises for essentials such as meat, fruit and fish, putting added pressure on household budgets. Economists warn that inflation, while expected to ease later in 2026, remains a significant concern for consumers and policymakers alike. The government has also announced a historic support package for pubs and live music venues, worth more than £80 million annually. Under the new scheme, measures include business rate discounts and potential extended opening hours during key sporting events, aimed at preventing closures and safeguarding jobs across the hospitality sector. In the broader economic picture, challenges remain, with many businesses warning that the UK may be heading toward another downturn if investment and consumer confidence do not strengthen. Some firms have pointed to rising operational costs and uncertainty over future tax and regulatory changes as key factors slowing economic growth. Turning to society and daily life, the cost of living crisis continues to affect households across the UK, with many families still experiencing elevated expenses for essentials despite modest wage growth. Reports show that real incomes for many remain under strain, highlighting ongoing financial challenges for millions of people. In healthcare news, a new analysis has revealed a deeply shocking picture of the strain on emergency care services, with patients facing longer waits and hospitals under increasing pressure. This has fueled calls from campaigners for urgent reform and increased funding to address systemic challenges within the NHS. On crime and public safety, Police have released new CCTV footage in a serious investigation following a reported sexual assault on a train traveling from Wales to a major airport. Authorities are appealing for public assistance to identify a key suspect, emphasizing the importance of community cooperation in solving violent crimes. Elsewhere, local police in Merseyside have arrested a man following a serious assault involving a bladed weapon. The victim was taken to hospital in a stable condition, and detectives continue to appeal for witnesses as the investigation progresses. And finally, weather and travel. With Storm Chandra still affecting large parts of the country, travel disruption persists. Major roads, rail lines, ferry crossings and flights have been cancelled or delayed, while authorities warn residents to avoid unnecessary travel and take precautions amid continued extreme conditions. That's all from us tonight. Stay safe, and we'll keep you updated with further developments from across the United Kingdom. This is Emma Sterling Hart, signing off.